کاوش مدیا.
But take the whole issue with Iran, not just Trump, Obama, everyone else. Iran is supposed to be a terrible threat to peace, maybe the greatest threat to peace. And worst of all is their programs for developing nuclear weapons. Well, let's think about that for a moment. You can debate. There's no real evidence that for the last almost 20 years, Iran has even thought about nuclear weapons. But let's say they are. Let's say let's say Netanyahu is right. They're secretly developing nuclear weapons. Is there a way to stop that? Yeah, a very simple way. Impose a nuclear weapons-free zone in the Middle East with intensive inspections. And we know that inspections can work. U.S. intelligence confirms that. The International Atomic Energy Agency confirms it. They were very effective during the period of the JCPOA, the Joint Agreement. So reinstitute them and impose a nuclear weapons-free zone. Is anybody opposed to that? Actually, only two countries, the United States and Israel. Arab countries strongly in favor, Iran strongly in favor, non-aligned countries, most of the world, former non-aligned, so-called G77, 130 or so countries, strongly supporting it. Europe supports it. Every time it comes up, the U.S. vetoes it. Obama in 2015 came up at the Non-Proliferation Treaty Review Commission. Everyone in favor. Obama blocked it. It's going to continue in meetings since, same thing. Why does the U.S. block it? Everybody knows, nobody can say, because it would mean that Israel's nuclear weapons would be subject to inspection. One of their top military appointees, Jake Sullivan, really recently said a couple of days ago that the Biden administration will be willing to consider going back to the joint agreement but the ball is in Iran's court. They have to start by cutting back, by reversing their increased enrichment of uranium. They've got to reverse that, and they've got to have a positive attitude toward negotiations. If they do that, we'll consider it. Okay? Absolutely backwards. We're the ones who should be pleading with them to go back to the negotiations, which we have consistently undermined, actually destroyed under Trump, but undermined under Obama. Even under Obama, we were not living up to the agreements. The agreements say, one part of them is that no party shall try to injure the Iranian economy during the period of the negotiations. I don't remember the exact words, but it was something to that effect. The Obama administration was doing it constantly. We weren't living up to the agreements. But now the Biden administration spokesman is saying we might be willing to consider going back to the negotiations if they take the first steps, as if they're the guilty party, not us. Okay? We should never accept any of this.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند